gas, all the pain that you're going through. It won't last if you move how you wanna move. Get lost in the work that you gotta do to be someone better. You can grow into something new. I could be anything that I set my mind to. I do what I need, I can push right through. Fight through those things that are holding me back from the life that I like to have. I'm like, give me time, I'll be just fine. You thought I was worth leaving behind? You're out of your mind. I'll come back better than ever, no matter the weather. Greater than ever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fat Money Racing Association Legends car. The fastest car in practice was none other than Christopher Rich. So we will keep an eye on him and watch as the cars go around and see who is going to end up taking the pole. First official lap. Fat Money Racing Association qualifying for the Legends cars, and right now Christopher Rich, fastest car on the track. Will it hold for another lap around? Here we go. And it looks like it's going to stay exactly the way it is as we go into the race. Ladies and gentlemen, my cars are getting ready. If you could go ahead and 1 second. Rise, take off your hats. Let's go ahead and read off the order. Sitting right here is going to be none other than the 16 Hellmans of Christopher Rich. And sitting right next to him, his partner, the 60 Nationwide, is on your side. And Summer Rain behind the wheel of that. The 95 Dirty Mo radio car. Ford is Brett Aldridge. Sitting next to him, the 22 of AJ Slayer Harris. And then back is the 722 McConey Setup Shop LLC with Corey Gamble. The 26 Mac O'Toole Chevy. Barry Stern Parts Jr. The number 3 Whiskey River Chevy. Tyler Ferguson sitting next to him, the 88 Wrangler Jean Chevy. Triple C 007 Snap-on Buick drove by, currently Blaze. The 710 Sparco Pontiac Chronix, and then you got the 93 Falcon Tires Chevy. Chris Gamble, 387 PSR TV, Trey Fanta. And then you got the number 5, Corals Melling Oil Pumps, Ford, Aaron Aldridge. Sitting next to him is Screen to Speed Chevy, number 15, Brett Rainier. Last week at Kansas Motor Speedway, Aaron Aldridge was once again a popular topic. He took the pole alongside Summer Rain, and once the race started, he dominated, with only Rain being able to keep remotely close. Things stayed the same until halfway. Caution with pit strategy cost the top 4. Everyone from 5th back took fresh tires and fuel. When the green flag waved again, 3 of the top 4 fell fast, with only Aaron managing to keep up. He would eventually fall victim to the new tires as well, though. I don't know if it was frustration on his part or what, but he put his friend Tyler Ferguson in the wall, causing the second incident in a week between them, and later seemed to take a swipe at his own cousin that had the lead in the end. Brett Aldridge took the win, followed by Blaze in second, Rich in third, Triple C in fourth, and newcomer Brett Rainier in 5th. So, ladies and gentlemen, there was chaos last week in the Legends cars. We'll see how it goes today. Aaron Aldridge starting in the rear. Not happy with how these Legends cars have been performing. The team of Aldridge Racing. Drivers, start your engines. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's gonna get going. $75 laps. Lap 37 to 40 could be pulled for the restart. Or sorry, not the restart, but the halfway caution. The 16 in the 60 going to lead it when the pace car pulls off. It's going to be under their control. $75 laps, Legends cars here at Atlanta.
Green flag.
Let's go. Triple C already falling back, gonna kind of hop back up in the line. Rich gonna take, oh, I thought he was gonna get ahead of the 16, but, or the 60, sorry. But she stays with. Brett Aldridge gonna come up fast. Was looking for the inside. The 22 of AJ Slayer Harris and the 722 of Corey Gamble pushing this bottom row. And Summer Rain having a little trouble sticking up in second place. Is Brett Aldridge going to jump in front? Brett Aldridge now side by side with Rich, but he's going to fall back going into the corner. Not having that down low line going to hurt. Summer Rain going to make her way back up And right now, looks like Rich don't have anyone to bother him. Summer Rain looking to catch back up. Brett Aldridge trying hard here to get up and around that 60, but not looking feasible at the moment. If we go back here, Tyler Ferguson making his way around. No, he's not. That top line not working out in these cars. 722 is going to go ahead and jump ahead. Blaze there following. Everybody shifting and making room. Chronix is falling all the way back and decided to push Aaron Aldridge. Them two have worked pretty well together. The 16 and the 60 side by side. Brett Aldridge is going to choose to go low on the 16. And if he can hold it, he's going to push that 60 right on past. But Rich has a fast car and somehow holding on to that top lane. Brett Aldridge is going to go with and see if he could get around the 60, but no, to no avail. Here comes Blaze. Like I said, lap 37 to 40 is what we're going to call that halfway caution. Rich and Summer Rain are holding on strong. Brett Aldridge got thrown back in the mix here by getting stuck behind Blaze. He's going to go low, try to get around Blaze here. The 22 of AJ Slayer-Harris making his way back up with Corey Gamble pushing at the back. Barry Sternparts Jr. going to go with Brett Aldridge. And Blaze falls back a little further now on Tyler Ferguson's front bumper, getting pushed by Trey Fanta there. And things getting crazy. Let's go and check on the back of the pack. Brett Ryanier and Chronix High. Chronix High having issues with that Pontiac. The only one driving Pontiac, so really it's only his team that he can go off of here. So he's trying to figure it out, trying to get things going. The 22 now falling behind, and the 16 and the 60 just taking off. In practice, some other cars were getting fast, but right now, qualifying to race, Rich Money definitely has the cars to beat. We got cars that can get their way up here, but passing is a whole different story as Gamble Motorsports is going to try to take another stab at it. Another top-tier team here in the Fat Money Racing Association. They are trying to work their way back up. Rich seems pretty unstoppable, though. Summer Rain just has to hold on to second. And it's looking pretty easy for her right now. But if Corey Gamble and AJ Slayer can do anything about it, it won't be for long. Corey Gamble starting to get a little closer to that 60 car. He thought about going to the outside of the 60, but not a good line for Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble falls back a little bit to the 22. He needs that inside line if he wants to go anywhere, but again, Corey Gamble going to try the outside. But again, he falls back trying to take that outside line. Summer Rain sees this and feels comfortable just following Rich, keeping in order. The 22 and Barry Sternparts get into it a little bit there. And Barry's going to go up, and the 22 is going to stay low. 22 is going to pull ahead coming out of the corner. And this is going to be another chase. Is Corey Gamble getting back up here to these cars. And he's going to try that outside line again, but again, he falls back off pace just a little bit. And the 22 there, not there to catch him this time. So Corey Gamble goes back quite a bit. Summer Rain and Rich very happy with their spots right now. 11 laps in. Right here, Chronix have made their way up. Barry Sternparts is going for another pass. He's got the inside. No, he didn't. Didn't have enough of a run there. Brett Aldridge working his way up. Blaze got the 3 at Tyler Ferguson. Aaron Aldridge worked his way up from starting in last. Brett Rainier and Chronics have made their way up now. Triple C, Chris Gamble, and Trey Fanta bringing up the rear. Right now, top 3 is looking like Christopher Rich, Summer Rain, and Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble wants to try his best to make his way around here, but has not worked out so far. He keeps going high, and Highline not working out. Barry passing the 22 finally. And now he can set his sights on Corey Gamble. And Blaze is going to try to sneak it on past the 22 as well. And he does. Take a look back here as Brett Aldridge has Tyler Ferguson and Aaron Aldridge there fighting right behind him. Tyler Ferguson going to get around Aaron Aldridge with no issues. A little bumping in the back there. And right now, Corey Gamble and Barry Sternparts Jr., 2 cars that if they put together might be able to pass Rich Money Racing there at the front. Being pretty dominant so far, Rich Money Racing. Gamble Motorsports, Corey Gamble still holding up strong here in the front. 22 was up here with him for a good while. The 93 at Chris Gamble, though, really hasn't been seen at the front, which is weird because he's shown pretty dominant at the beginning. Maybe some issues going on with the 93 team and some stuff. The 22 still holding up here in the top 6, top 10 for them. And Aaron Aldridge got a little loose. Brett Rainier going to try to pass Trey Fanta. And then you can see Chris Gamble back here right in front of Triple C. Triple C currently in last. Having issues with that 88 car. Corey Gamble, though, still chasing down Christopher Rich and Summer Rain. You know, Rich Money Racing got to be super happy right now. Got the fastest cars on the track, holding the lead, first and second. The only cars capable of getting up next to him ain't able to pass on the outside. So as long as they hold that bottom line, and Barry Sternparts Jr. going to try to pass Corey Gamble going in on the inside, but didn't have the run he was hoping for. But you got Blaze, who has been picking it up as of late, trying to get up here as well. The 22, AJ Slayer, getting followed by the 95 of Brett Aldridge. Tyler Ferguson and Aaron Aldridge right behind. You got the 15 of Brett Rainier, 387 Trey Fanta, the 93 of Chris Gamble, and then Triple C, and then it looks like Chronics has now found himself back at the back of the pack. Still holding the lead coming around. We're on lap 20, so 17 more laps to go in this first stage. We're shooting for lap 37 unless something happens that make us go to the full 40. Summer Rain starting to drift back a little bit at a full 0.1. Barry looking to pass. Barry trying to get around Corey Gamble, and does he get around coming into the straightaway? No, Corey Gamble going to hold on. They're going to touch. As long as Barry can hold it going into the next corner. Barry could possibly. No, Corey Gamble has found strength in that middle line, but Barry comes out faster and Barry gets ahead. You see Brett right here get a little loose back there, goes into the wall a little bit, seemed to touch it. Right now Barry, though, catching Summer Rain. Summer Rain is shortening that gap between her and Rich again, but Barry Stern Parts Jr. also catching. And Summer Rain starting to get really close. Gonna try to that middle line. Is this gonna be a line to pass? Oh, Rich goes to pits. Christopher Rich gonna be the first one to pit lane. And Summer Rain's gonna hold it. Other people are calling pit road now. If Summer Rain comes by, is she going to be one? No, it doesn't look like it. She goes high. No. Yeah, she stays out. Barry Stern Parts in hot pursuit. Corey Gamble as well. Barry's inching closer to Summer Rain. And we are wide as Barry's going to try to pass. But no, Summer's going to come down and put a stop to it. And Summer, no, they're both going to pit road. Side by side down pit road. No, Barry's going to fall in behind Summer Rain. Corey Gamble's on pit road as well. Rich looking to get his lap back. He's in fourth place. He's passed everybody down pit road. He is now back in the lead. With 10 more laps till our halfway mark. As cars come across the line, we'll see. Everybody back on the lead lap. And the question, where is Summer Rain? Summer Rain has fallen back to 5th place. Rich has lead, but has Blaze right on his bumper. And Rich is going to try to pull away. Summer Rain falling back to 6th now. Blaze 2nd, Corey Gamble in 3rd. Barry Sternparts Jr. is sitting 4th. Aaron Aldridge has swapped with Summer Rain and is now back in 6th. Summer Rain's in 5th. Summer Rain looking to go. Aaron Aldridge. Brett Ryanier has made his way up here as well. Rich just wants to make it to the halfway mark, staying in 1st. You know he does. With 6 laps to go. If we go back here a little further, Barry Sternparts Jr. and Corey Gamble, who seem to work pretty well together, giving some pushes back and forth here and race each other pretty clean for the passes. Summer Rain trying to work her way back up to this top 5 group, but she's got Aaron Aldridge and Brett Ryanier hot on her tail. Christopher Rich coming around, everybody on the lead lap again. Chronix High currently the furthest back, but hoping for this halfway caution to bring everybody back again with 5 left to go. And Blaze getting ever so close. Can he pass Christopher Rich? Got to remember, Christopher Rich was the first one down pit road. So he's going to have a little bit more worn tires than everybody else behind him. Four to go. Blaze went high, and that ended up being his downfall, because that high mark is exactly what Rich wanted him to do, but Blaze able to catch right back up. Blaze has a run. Blaze had no other choice but to go high, which is like Corey Gamble up. Corey Gamble now got stuck behind Blaze, had to check up, and Barry Sternparts Jr. now catching up. Barry Sternparts Jr. going to go ahead and pass, and all this racing up here is going to get everybody else closer, which is exactly what Rich don't want, as we're going to pass and have 2 more to go across that finish line. And here comes Barry Sternparts Jr. around Blaze. Barry clears Blaze. And this is what Rich needs to stay away from. With 2 to go. Corey Gamble and Barry Sternparts both passed Blaze. And now they're back to doing what they know best. Rich sees it. Rich knows. Rich able to pull away ever so slightly, but Corey Gamble going to try to take the outside. Not a good line. To stop pushing Barry, which is letting him fall back. As soon as the leader crosses the line, we throw the flag. And here we go. Halfway caution. Atlanta Legend Stock Cars.
What is the caution for? Spun out. Really?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Christopher Rich and Summer Rain were the 2 to talk about in the first half. We'll see what the second half brings. Christopher Rich. No one. Nope. Summer Rain going to go down pit road. Aaron Aldridge. Triple C. Or sorry, Brett Rainier. Not Triple C. AJ Slayer. Trey Fanta. Brett Aldridge. Tyler Ferguson. Triple C. Chris Gamble. And Chronix High. And the ones staying out, Christopher Rich, Barry Sternparch Jr., Corey Gamble, and Blaze. Was this a smart move? Or will these guys go down pit road this time by? It's going to put them at the back of the pack if they do. Too worried about trying to catch the pace car. I don't know if they missed pit road on purpose or wasn't open at the time. They were going too fast by. I don't know what the situation is, but currently Summer Rain, first one off pit road, it looks like. So she's going to keep her spot. Brett Rainier. Aaron Aldridge, the 22 of AJ Slayer, 387, Trey Fanta, Brett Aldridge, Tyler Ferguson, the 88 of Triple C, 93, the 710, and that looks like that's going to be the field on back. Not really too many changes. Brett Rainier jumped a spot. Aaron Aldridge lost a couple spots there. It looks like he just lost one, huh? All right, they're double filing up. You gotta wonder, these guys in the front. Christopher Rich was the first one to go to pit road. Was this a smart decision? Pace car will pull off. And this will be handed over to Rich and Barry Sternparch Jr. in the front row. Now you got to keep in mind that bottom row seems to be the preferred line. And if that's the case, who's going to fall down? Who's going to fall up? Where's everything going to stack out? Is Summer Rain going to get back up there in the second position? Will Rich be able to hold on to first? Everything's going to have to find out here in a minute because we're about to restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. Looks like Barry might have beat Rich across the line, but Rich getting the advantage coming into the corner. Gaps Barry. Corey Gamble trying to shoot up there as well. Summer Rain pushing hard. Aaron Aldridge right there in the spot as well. Trey Fanta going to jump up, try to save Barry, but I think he realized real quick that wasn't the smart move. Corey Gamble trying to stay in front of Summer Rain and Barry Sternparch, but Barry's going to catch back up on the straightaway, getting the pushes that he needs. Corey Gamble and a big drop back from that top line. Summer Rain's going to go up high. Aaron Aldridge is going to follow. Everybody kind of stacking up there in the back. As Summer Rain makes it back up, she's going to push. And Rich falls back. Summer Rain's going to be in second place. Rich is falling back now to fourth. Aaron Aldridge is going to try to sneak up there with Summer Rain to pass Corey Gamble. And Summer Rain blows past. Rich is done falling like a rock currently. Oh, that dirty air not working well for that 16 car. When he had the front, it was working great. Brett Reinier making his way up here. Summer Rain is taking off, though. Corey Gamble going to drop to the bottom line, which has worked very well for him. Chris Gamble is making an appearance up here in the top 5. Triple C top line is keeping him ahead of Corey Gamble for the moment. As he peeks ahead of him. And right now, Triple C has entered the top 5. He's in 4th place. Trey Fanta passing Corey Gamble to be in 5th. Summer Rain, though, absolutely taking off. Christopher Rich having problems with that dirty air. Was the leader for the first half for the majority, and now just having problems dropping. Barry Sternparts Jr. back here as well. You got to remember, some of these cars, new cars, fresh tires. Summer Rain chose to go down the road as well and get new things. So we'll have to see how this pans out. Aaron Aldridge currently in 2nd. And let's see what the gap is. Currently a .361. We'll have to see if that grows or shortens by the next time around. As he's trying to catch up there to Summer Rain, but is it going to work out for that 5 car? Doesn't look like it. That Summer Rain adds a 1/10 of a second. Shifting on back, and that's exactly what a lot of these cars I want to see. Blaze stayed out. I don't know why Brett Aldridge is back here. It's Chronic stayed out, Barry Sternparts stayed out, and Rich and Corey Gamble chose to stay out as well. The rest of these cars went down pit road, and it seems to have paid off for a majority of them. You know, Rich wanted that 1st and 2nd place for sure, but if they can hold on to 1st, you know, that's a big plus. Maybe another top 5 finish. The race is still far from over as we get about to hit lap 50. Some cars are going to have to start pitting, especially cars that did not pit during the halfway caution, which is going to throw a big mix in, and we'll have to see who's going to come out victorious at the other side. Christopher Rich, although having a faster car at the beginning of this race, has fallen back quite a bit, but still holding pretty strong compared to some of these cars on fresher tires. Summer Rain looking to hold on to this lead for Rich Money Racing and secure some points on her behalf into the championship. But just a little closer grows Aaron Aldridge and Chris Gamble. Chris Gamble, no stranger to victory lane. Neither is Aaron Aldridge. I don't know if Aaron Aldridge has won in this series particularly, but I know Chris Gamble has. And, you know, he's looking to make this another win if he possibly can here. Let's go back a little further with Triple C, Trey Fanta, and Brett Reinier holding up the rest of 4th, 5th, and 6th right in a straight line. And that's Fat Money Racing, the whole team right there here in this series. Oh, Brett goes high, kind of gets a wobble there, trying to stay in line with the rest of them. Brett Reinier looking to pass Trey Fanta to get up to Triple C. And he does. But again, straight line. Chris Gamble looking to push Aaron Aldridge as much as he can, but they just can't seem to get together. Cars are starting to call to pit road. The main one that I seen was Christopher Rich. So we'll see how this goes. Christopher Rich down pit road. Along with Blaze as well. 2 cars from the ones that stayed out. Starting a little early here. Let's see what lap this is. Lap 53. They chose to go down pit road. Summer Rain looking pretty good here. Drawing away even further from Aaron Aldridge, Chris Gamble. Brett Rainier now has passed Triple C even and is working his way to the front. Chris Gamble looking to pass Aaron Aldridge. Pushed him up high. And is going to get around. It's crazy how fast that high line can drop these cars. Triple C seems to have pretty good luck holding about middle on it, but the rest of these cars not so much. Brett Rainier going to look to pass Aaron Aldridge here going into this corner, but not enough car going in. He's going to hope that he has it on the next one, see if he can get up there and maybe get up past Chris Gamble if he has a car that can compete, because if not, I mean, these guys are just hoping for cars to go down pit road at this point. Another car has went down pit road, which is Corey Gamble getting passed there by Chris Rich and Blaze, which is not a good sign for these cars. But everyone knows that these cars are going to go down pit road. It's what they chose when they chose to stay out. You got to be careful, you know. Strategies will play out, and we're going to have to see who chose the best strategy for today's race. Right now, Aaron Aldridge falling back to Trey Fanta as well. Brett Rainier has made his pass, and now he's trying to catch Chris Gamble. But Aaron Aldridge holding in strong, trying to stay with that pack to not get too far back. If all of Fat Money Racing can get around that number 5, they're going to put themselves all in top 5 position, which is going to be a pretty good payday, and possibly put themselves in even better position coming out of pit road. We'll see. I think my idea would be to pit a little earlier than the leader. Now to gauge that would be kind of hard. You'd have to know exactly when she's going to pit. But if you could pit a lap before the leader and come out on top, maybe even 2 laps before, and come out full speed, you might have a chance here. Barry Sternparch Jr., one of the last people who pitted or did not pit at the halfway mark like everybody else. Chris Gamble still working his way up. Brett Rainier getting ever so closer to Chris Gamble, which is going to be a problem. Trey Fanta has made his way around Aaron Aldridge, and looks like Triple C is looking to as well here, but doesn't have it on that corner. Summer Rain goes to pit road. Chris Gamble's going to stay out. Trey Fanda joins Summer Rain. So right now, Chris Gamble has the lead. And choosing to go to pit road, Brett Rainier, Brett Aldridge, Aaron Aldridge, Chronix High. A lot of people going to go down pit road this time by. Is Chris Gamble going to be one of them? No, he's not. But Brett Rainier was, along with others. Triple C chose to stay out. Looks like all of FMR are going to throw different strategies to the wind here and see what happens. Chris Gamble still staying out. Triple C and Tyler Ferguson going to follow the 22 of AJ Slayer. Blaze already went down pit road. And Christopher Rich there already went down pit road, looking to get a lap back. The 15 of Brett Rainier is off pit road. Chris Gamble. Let's keep an eye on Chris Gamble here. Chris Gamble's going to need to go down pit road at some point. But he stays out. $65 laps of 75, guys. 11 laps to go, and so far Chris Gamble showing no signs of pitting. Chris Gamble looking to secure his second win in these Legends stock cars. Triple C and Tyler Ferguson in hot pursuit. So is the 22 of AJ Slayer. $67 laps of 75. We are now at the 9 laps mark. And Chris Gamble just said on the radio, I'm going to have to come down pit road. Triple C and Tyler Ferguson are going to go on past. Now these 3 cars I don't think have pit yet, but you know who has? The 60 of Christopher Rich, who's coming around the corner. Or sorry, the 60 of Summer Rain. I apologize. But she's a lap down. Tyler Ferguson and AJ Slayer falling off pace a little bit. Triple C trying to pull away as they pull up on Chris Gamble, who's back out. And they fall in line. Somebody's going to go to the outside. And this might work out for her as she pulls away as the 3 lead cars are going to pit road. Chris Gamble, I believe, is now took the lead back. See what happens here. 6 laps to go. And it looks like Chris Gamble just passed Triple C, and that gives him the lead. Let's confirm it here in a moment. And Chris Gamble in the lead. Summer Rain second, Blaze third, Trey Fanta fourth, and Triple C in fifth currently as we come around, guys. 5 laps to go. As everybody is fighting now to try to catch these top 2 cars, but not enough as they come around. Four laps to go. Three laps to go. Chris Gamble still has this lead. Summer Rain can't even get up there. Triple C holding third. Trey Fanta fourth. Brett Reinier fifth. FMR holding a top 5 currently. Rich has fallen back to 10th place. Not having a good showing here after being so dominant. You know that's got to be unhappy for Rich. And the bigger thing, Summer Rain has a car, or had a car, that was really good, and now can't even get up there. Triple C looks like he's pushed Blaze out of the way there. I believe Blaze is a lap down. What happened to Blaze? Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the last lap as these cars are going down, going in the last corners. And across the finish line, Chris Gamble wins his second race of the season. Summer Rain in second, Triple C third, Trey Fanta fourth, and Brett Reinier gets fifth. And before we go, I want to see what happened to Blaze a couple laps back here. Looks like Blaze just didn't have it anymore. Had to pull off, put him a lap down. Unfortunate for Blaze, but congratulations to everybody in the top 5. And good luck to everybody else. Chris Gamble, awesome race, bud. 2 wins this season. We'll catch you guys on the next one.